Hello, hello, hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are live at Exxxotica 2022. I am excited to be at Exxxotica. I haven't been here in a very, very long time. I'm excited to come back, and I brought my podcast because why not? We're doing After Dark episodes here on the Exxxotica convention floor, and I had to have my man, Zack Woods, come and visit us here, not only in Florida, but you're here with us. I thought it'd be a kind of a different environment. It's a little loud in here, but everybody out there can hear us.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Private Talk Podcast. Appreciate you. I'm out here with all the trap box and the Zack Woods goodies, and to come see my girl and let her know how we doing things out here in the cannabis scene.
That's right. So let's talk about a little bit of our history, getting to know each other. I didn't actually physically meet you until the other
just
day.
Recently.
But it was I felt like I've known you because it's when you follow people on Instagram, you find your likes and stuff. And obviously, I'm a weed smoker.
Right.
You have great weed.
Right.
We have a lot of mutual friends, and not only was that an enticing thing because I knew it was great product, but the thing is your packaging stood out more than anybody else. And I feel like you've really taken over the market and marketing game yourself, and how that kind of all transpired to now your own products. So can you kind of walk us through that?
It's blossomed. It's blossomed from
So how did Zack Woods start? So let's start there.
It actually started with me putting stickers on backwoods. I literally got backwoods cigars and just took my artwork and put it over the cigar and was handing them out here you go, here you go.
But were you always who taught you how to brand? That's something that most people you either know it or you don't.
Nobody taught me. I'm
a
child from Los Angeles, California, born and raised in the 80s and 90s. Watched a lot of TV, a lot of Magic Johnson, a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Michael Jordan, a lot of just 90s fashion, branding, cross colors to Gucci now, all the shit we're doing now. It's just, I've been in the mix of it since I was a kid. So when you're a product of pop culture and you just around it all the time, not to mention I have family in the Hollywood music and sports scene, so I've always kind of had a fucking, a nose for these type of things. And when it came to cannabis and me seeing the game go that way where it's a branding thing now, I was like, okay, I see what everyone's doing. Let me splash my fucking wings in the pond a little bit. See what we can get.
So I see you're the first person that I've ever seen do a trap box. We have one sitting here on the table right here. Can you tell us what goes inside a trap box? How you even came up with everything's now is package deals.
Yeah.
How does somebody even get a Zack Woods trap box? I feel that's
basically
a super unique thing.
You gotta tap in with me pretty much, or one of the guys from my team. The trap box is basically what it was. It was a way to bring the pound of weed to the people without having to hold it in a bag, or I just got really tired of the whole bag thing.
But isn't a box really big?
The box is big, but the box is when you have I get a 5-star artist to do the design like we did for our brother Squints here, and when you add that
it's art, really.
Art, it's really you're getting an art piece.
Yeah.
So you get a pound of weed in the box. Yeah, that's great. You get 14 to 16 different flavors inside the box. Yeah, that's great. But you also, when you're done with the box, you got this awesome ass piece of art.
Do you have fans that have the collector's box that
I actually do.
All of them that have pictures? Because I think that's kind of fascinating.
I have fans who collect the boxes. I actually number and sign each box. So when you come spend your money with me, I sign it, I number it. So I think when I get to maybe the 500th box, I'm going to host a party. Everyone who has their box, that's your ticket to the party.
Okay, how many boxes are there out now?
Right now we are at 291. We're about to, the next person that gets one will be 291.
I like
so
it.
We working.
We working. You moving those boxes.
Trap
box for life over here. So do you go all over? Is it only here in Miami? And you said LA you're also from? How do you spread your Zack Woods love? Because now you not only have your boxes, you have these leaves, and I smoked them the other day.
And basically, it's all foot traffic. You got to get out there, book those flights, book those hotels, get out there and network with the people. I pull up in all the major cities where I know cannabis is booming, whether the laws are lenient or still strict. I kind of really just pull up. I don't care. I'm about spreading the positive vibes that cannabis brings. I know that.
And the good the good cannabis.
Right, the
Because
best
there's
cannabis.
Not
the
a
best.
lot of good stuff
the
out
best.
there.
Not the middle ground,
Yeah.
not the lower tier.
I've traveled everywhere, and sometimes it's like you get what you get, and then it's like, but no, Zack Woods will come deliver.
No, to get in the trap box, you have to have some top tier shit. So all of the brands I work with, like Foreign Genetics, Grandiflora, Gas House, these are all top tier, award-winning strains and award-winning brands. So I make sure if you're gonna be in here, you gotta have some serious firepower in your bags.
So you say you're from Los Angeles. You're all about pop culture. You're the '80s baby. You're very active into this kind of culture. Did you have anybody that you looked up to in the game that kind of like inspired you to kind of go the lane that you're going in?
Yeah, actually I do. Actually, the person who I looked up to the most, probably in the artistic aspect of all this, would be my man Trouble Andrew, aka Gucci Ghost.
Okay.
When I first started doing my Zack Woods backwood packs with the stickers on them, I sampled a piece of his artwork in Kelly Kapowski's like little halter top. And I don't know how he saw it, but he saw it and it got in his hands and he hit me up one day and I kind of thought I was in trouble. I was like, oh shit, Gucci Ghost is hitting me up. Like, oh, what did I do? But he hit me up and he invited me to his art studio in LA. And we had like a long 2-3 hour talk where he was just telling me about branding, about pushing it to the next level, about not being scared of a cease and desist, just going hard all the way. So really that conversation with him, when I left that day, I just was
like game on.
Crazy.
Game on.
Crazy,
So where do you see your brand going? You have all these new products. A lot of people just stop at just selling it. You're doing, your marketing, statewide, everywhere. But what is next for you and your company?
Right now we're in the process of dropping the leaves. We got them all finished. The artwork's done. They're ready to go. We're just getting ready to do our big push for the leaves. So Zack leaves are coming soon.
Is this something that we could be able to see in stores eventually?
Yes. We're actually working on all that right now, finishing up with the lawyers and doing all the finishing touches.
Awesome.
The product's actually here. It's great. The people love it. It's rivaling backwoods cigars, which we feel like as a whole in the cannabis community, they're ripping the people off, So this is a kind of a better bang for your buck, better quality leaf to smoke for all my blunt smokers. Come try a Zack leaf,
All right, now let's talk about the branding itself. We talked about how great it is, the creative art, all those things like that. Zack Woods, how did the name really come? You obviously it's catered towards Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Were you that uber of a fan? Were you like you just wanted how did everything is catered to Saved by the Bell?
Okay, yeah. So basically,
and has anybody from Saved by the Bell reached out?
They haven't reached out, but I've spoken with Mario Lopez a couple times.
Nice.
Actually, our mutual friend Andy, he hosts Mario at the gym sometimes, so they've actually been trying to link us up. I just have the timing hasn't been right, but I've spoke to Mario a couple times. I know he knows about it, so it's kind of funny and exciting and awesome.
AC Slater, maybe. We'll manifest it. You know what I mean? I'm all about manifesting and putting good, positive, energy into your next, endeavors and all those things. So for sure.
So just the whole
Saved by the Bell. So were you a fan? Were you watched every day after
huge
school?
Huge fan. Watched it every day after school. Was mesmerized when I saw Zach Morris pull out the brick phone.
So the brick phone got you.
That's what did it for me. The brick phone.
Because that's also one of your logos, correct?
Yes. I run with the brick phone heavily because it's synonymous to Zach. It's synonymous to the trap. It's synonymous to everybody who's
Was Zach trapping on his brick phone and Saved by the Bell?
He was. Go back and watch those old Saved by the Bell episodes, boo.
Isn't it funny how you do that now? Because when you were kids, you just thought it was cool, but now as an adult, when you rewatch certain things, you're like, oh.
Because you knew that phone was expensive, and no kid had that phone. No kid that I knew at my school.
Zach's daddy bought him that phone and was like,
I need that phone. I need to start making phone calls at school. I want to order a pizza at school. I saw him do that. I was like, yo, this guy is that dude. Fast forward 20 years when I go to start the brand, it's like, okay, I'm an avid backwood smoker. Everyone hates the backwood packaging. Looks very, very dingy. Texas, no disrespect to Texas.
This my Texas?
Very, very cowboyish, So
yeehaw, motherfuckers.
Leave Texas alone, motherfuckers. No, but being that it was just kind of dry.
I was gonna say they are dry as fuck. Okay,
so I wanted to liven up the package and liven up the artwork a little bit with colors. And if you know anything about Saved by the Bell, they were very huge on loud colors, everything real 90s splash.
Yeah.
So I just took a little bit of that, added that to the backdrop on the packaging, and then I took each character. I took Zack, and I tripped him out because it's like, okay, you're dealing with hype beasts and hype. You have to kind of grab from the 90s and then use today's stuff too. So I took Zack and I put him in a Louis Vuitton hat and a Supreme jacket. And I put a pistol in his waist and I put a rollie on his wrist. And now he's Trap Zack from 2022.
Okay.
AKA Two Stack Zack.
Hey.
So I gave them all different nicknames. And then I gave Slater, I came with Slater, pay you later Slater. Because we all got that homie that, oh, I'll pay you later. You
Not
know I'm
today.
good for it. Yeah, right, bro. We ain't seen you in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like, I gave each character a nefarious name that goes with the someone shady in the cannabis industry.
Marketing.
And as time went on, everyone started calling me Zack. So I had to embrace the name Zack, and now I actually go by that. My mom calls me Zack. Everyone calls me Zack.
If your mama calls you Zack, it's official.
It's official.
It's official.
Mom called me Zack in front of the family at the family function.
At Thanksgiving, be like, hey, Zack Woods.
Hey, Zack.
Are you giving all the family Zack Woods? Is your you smoke with your family, obviously?
All my family that smokes weed knows they can pull up on me at any time. I've always been the weed guy in the family. So during Thanksgiving, I'm the dude that's taking the family members.
We know where we can
walks.
find you.
Yeah.
I'm that auntie, too.
I'm the guy with the red eyes, with the little young nephews down the block. They're trying to hide from mom.
And you can't hide the smell of that weed. So it's like there's no really hiding in any corner.
But look, there is a way to hide it. And I'm going to do a little marketing right now for you. Well, you can hide it with my new Zack's Lemon Body Souffle.
I feel like I'm in an infomercial because we're live here at Exxxotica.
But I really want you to smell this because this is something that a girl could use or a guy.
Okay, what did you say this was?
It's very, very all organic essential oils and organic.
What do I use this for?
Elbows,
it's lotion.
knees,
Oh, so it's lotion.
neck,
Oh, yeah.
It's like body,
it smells great. It's
care.
like very like. Let's see if my nose palette. It's like.
So if you just
lemon,
smoke some weed,
like lemongrass.
You rub that on your fingers, rub it on, and it's gonna get rid of the weed smell. If you're for all my ashy trappers out there, I know a lot of you guys out here sleeping in hotels, all in those Ubers, picking up fucking pounds of weed left and right. Hey. Make sure you get you some of this. It hasn't dropped yet. As you can see, we don't have the logo yet, but my family at Sticker Farmer is cooking it up now. I'm going to give that to you so you can try it out and let me know what you think.
I'll be the reviews of the product.
Yes,
we need to sample this out and see.
So Two Stack Zack and the Zack Woods team is entering the skincare revolution, so get ready.
Good for you.
I'm making sure I got leaves. I got my own exotic soda store. I got my own skincare products. So I'm trying to do a little bit of everything.
Young King, I like it. I think what's great about it is like not only, like you said, you've always been the weed guy, whatever, but you've capitalized it in a way that a lot of people don't really take over the industry. And I think that it's important, especially nowadays, because the legalization of weed and all the regulations and everything has changed so much. But capitalizing on something that was already yours from the get-go,
right.
You know what I mean? And there's people in jail for lesser things or little amount of weeds that shouldn't be there, and it got legalized.
This is pretty much a tribute to them. Because I actually was one of those people. I am a marijuana felon.
Okay.
So I caught, in 2002, I caught a felony charge for a half ounce of weed in a little scale, So I've been there, and this is definitely a time where I feel like anyone who's been locked up for weed should definitely be released. It's ridiculous. Those laws were just so out of order. And now we're in such a different place.
Outdated. Things are all about change and evolution. Yeah. There's so many other problems out there in the world. If more people smoked weed, things would be better.
We wouldn't be having these shootouts and all these craziness. So I definitely think it's that time we start implementing and speaking positive of cannabis, because it's far beyond the time of vilifying it and people going to jail for it. That time is over.
I definitely agree with that. For sure. So let's talk about your other products. We talked about the skincare thing, but is these all different types of weed?
These are
how do you test them all out yourself?
Yes. So these are all different strains from the Zack Woods Trap Box. These are strains.
What is your number one seller? I guess let's go that route.
My number one seller, I don't have it with me right now because it's sold out. It's sold out, and that is my strain called the Abuelita, which is a remix of the old Mexican chocolate. My grandmother was Mexican, so I made that packaging in honor of her. But I have several other branding ideas like this is the one I made. OnlyFans off the Only Grams,
Only
so
Grams, baby.
We remixed that, Then I have some, Back to the Future little remix right here, Back to the Piff Trap.
Okay.
So we got a couple little ideas here for my fashionistas,
Chrome
my
heart
fashionable
little
people.
thing.
We got the Stone Hearts.
Stone
So if you
Heart.
want to Chrome Hearts
Oh.
in Miami, when you're done, you come see Uncle Zach, you get you some Stone Hearts.
It matches your
Boom,
outfit.
it matches your bag, you put it in your bag, you're doing numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Fashion and weed, collide.
And we have, this is one of the very classic strains from back in the day, OG Kush, which is one of my favorites. Being from Los Angeles, I grew up smoking this, so I was able to do a collab with my friend Luigi and my brother Shaggy, 2 veterans in the fucking cannabis game as well. And we put this pack together and brought it back for the people who like to smoke that classic weed. We have the new stuff, something old, something new, something bold, something blue. You know what I'm
love
saying?
it. What is your opinion on, obviously, you're the trapping way in a sense, the trap box. You have all these things, you started from the streets and where you are now with your business. What do you think about legalization as far as, in the stores? What do you think about weed stores and, brick and mortar type stores?
I mean, me personally, I haven't entered the legal space yet because I've seen that there's a lot of little pitfalls that still need to be fixed, But I've seen some people who excel in the legal market. So I feel like whatever your lane is, you have to find that and run with it. Some people are great for the legal market because they've never trapped before.
Okay.
As for me, it's I'm a trapper. So I've been outside, hopping in cars, taking those road trips to Humboldt. It's been a long, tedious ride to get here, but I can't really, I don't know, I'm just addicted to the way we do things.
You're
as
addicted
is
to the
now.
hustle, but
The
it's
hustle.
also now too, it's with myself
But
as an entrepreneur.
As you were saying, the way you can evolve. I don't feel like every trapper has to evolve into the legal market, and there's, like I said, there's a lane for everyone. For me, I haven't entered the legal market, but what I've done, I've used my branding, I've used my skills and all my hustling that I do to open other businesses. So you don't have to stay in the cannabis business and go to the legal market and let that be your only way to make a taxable income off this. You can open your own leaf. You can open your own, I did exotic sodas, exotic snacks. You can open other businesses with the income you make from the black market side. It's just a matter of doing all your, crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's on the, taxes and the finances and everything like that. But once you do that, don't limit yourself to just the legal cannabis market. You can make products, leaves, you can do whatever.
Endless.
Whatever you want.
I think that's the true thing about the entrepreneurship part of it. Is that's the difference between just the hustling part and then making it into a business, making it into where it's not just one product, it's several products.
Several products, and that's how I am. And then see, I have so many, being that I have all the characters from Saved by the Bell, I have Lisa, I have Slater, so if I drop one product like this, I could drop one, this is my body souffle, right? But I could do 8 different flavors. Why? Because I have 8 different characters. I could do Kelly flavor, Lisa flavor, Zach flavor. It's just, you have to think, outside the box. And then use
long game, not short game.
Yeah, long game, baby.
Long game here.
Millions.
Long strokes only.
Exactly. Always the best strokes,
So, all right, we've talked about your weed. We know who you are. You're a big man in this industry. People know who you are. You walked in here and people are like, oh, I know you, Zack Woods. What is? It's good to be known for what you're good at.
Right.
But now we're here in my playground. This is what I'm good at.
This is your fucking arena.
This is Exxxotica.
I am blessed to be in your arena. I've actually, you know what I'm saying? Obviously been a fan for years. So this is my first time really getting to interact with a porn star from this side of the table.
For sure.
You're super chill. You're a stoner. I've always liked everything you do. So why wouldn't I come sit down with one of the
1,000? I mean, thank you.
I consider one of my.
Tell me more.
I'm gonna shower you, boo. I'm gonna shower you.
But how does it feel to that? I appreciate all the kind words, and thank you for being a fan of all my work. Great
always.
taste in a man.
Yeah.
But how does it feel being at a show like this? Obviously, this isn't really your playground. This is, like I said, mine. But you like sexy women. You're a man
who doesn't love beautiful women.
There's toys. There's clothes. Does things like this kind of intimidate you because this is
I'm a savage in the bedroom.
I don't think you're not a savage. Why I say that is this is sometimes when you're that much of a savage, you don't need all this extra shit.
Yeah, no.
So sometimes, people are like, I really got to go in there? I'm like, come on.
I like to explore and see what people's other interests are, because obviously I might be a such beast, but somebody you might have to take a different route with a certain female based on her size or based on what she's used to. So it's not always good to just come in like raw savage mode. Sometimes you got to ease in there. And then,
no pun intended,
get the little boat rocking and then hit a few waves.
Hey.
So,
did you have any expectations as far as like you said, I was one of your fan, or you're a fan of mine. Any other girls that you maybe thought you would have bumped into here or hoped to bump in here?
I'm actually looking across at Lisa Ann right here. So that's
legend.
Legendary, But I just got here, so I haven't had a chance to really look around. But I'm going to definitely check out everything. I'm going to explore wall to wall. Get my fan on, you know what I'm saying?
Wall to wall.
Pass out some Zack Woods stickers, some products. So if you're here and you're out and you see Zack at the expo, come holler at me. Come get a pack of Zack leaves. You know what I'm saying? And I might give you some weed.
The best
on the low.
Weed. On the low.
On the low.
All right, so since this is a different type of podcast this time, since we're not in my studio and we unfortunately can't smoke this right now, and I wish I could, but I will be doing it later. I'm going to ask you, we usually play Truth with Texas. So I usually have cards, we go through the cards, but we already know what the cards mean. So we're going to go through a series of questions. You're going to tell me what it is. You're going to give us a little bit more intimate side of Zack Woods. We know the trapping, we know the hustling, we know the entrepreneur. Now we want to know a little bit more.
Okay.
Do you like sexting?
Do I like what?
Sexting. Do you sex with your partner? Do you like the pictures
Sexting,
or just like the word? Like, are you like a verbal savage too?
I mean, I think you have to be a wordsmith when it comes to sexting, but you also have to have your angle game correct.
Okay.
So you gotta have if you're packing a little nice piece of meat there, you better make sure you know how to photograph that bitch. Because you can't just be sending any old musty dick shot.
So you're sending dick pics?
I'm definitely sending dick pics.
What's your angle? Above, below?
It really depends. I kind of got a nice little east-western curve going on. So when you come from the bottom,
I love it.
It hits them.
Private talk after dark. You get that little curve.
Yeah,
you
that little curve. You hit that little back corner that they love.
Have you ever sent the same dick pic to multiple girls at one time?
Yes, but I tried.
At the same time?
At the same time, yes, but I try not to do that because it's like.
Because they're friends? Because they're all friends?
Be real, that was in my younger, more immature stages. But when you're a savage, you're a young savage, sometimes you're just out here. I used to be on the road, trapping on tours, so I'd be whatever city I'm in, what up, boo, bop, 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 bop. And you're looking, when you're on the hunt.
You're on the
anything
prowl.
Can happen. So I'm gonna say yes, I've done it before. No, as an adult male now, I don't do it. No.
Okay. What is one of the dumbest things you've ever done to get a female's attention?
The dumbest thing to get her attention? Man.
What's your game? What you spitting at girls when you were in your 20s? Did you have something your go-to thing?
I think the dumbest thing, it wasn't to get her attention. It was to get the pussy. But
that's getting her attention.
I was in Sweden. I met a girl at this hotel. I literally tried to take her back to my room that night. She wouldn't go because she had work the next morning, but she told me, take a train 3 hours tomorrow and come see me. I'll get the hotel. So I took a train to a place called Linköping, Sweden. I've never heard of it. It's like 10,000 population, and I just went and got out in this little small village of a town and met this hot Swedish chick and beat it up.
No fear, you just were this.
No fear, but the only fear I was having, I didn't understand the words on the train, so I wasn't sure if I was going the right way. But thank God.
Did she speak English?
She did speak English.
I'm like, because
Sweden people for the most part speak English.
Okay.
But the signs are in
Swedish. Okay.
So I had to kind of get my little translator out and make sure I'm going the right direction.
Good for you. I had a girlfriend that we travel and they didn't have to speak the same language. She'd be like, I like it better actually because you don't talk.
I've done that one time with the language barrier thing, and we're damn near on fucking iPhone.
What is it? Google Translate or whatever.
Yeah, you look really hot, babe. Hold it to her ear
that's distracting. That's very distracting for me.
Yeah, it is. But when you don't have any other way to make it happen,
true.
It's actually crazy because the first threesome I ever had was in Puerto Rico, and my first time ever flying on a plane, I was with my cousin. He was a big rap star. We landed at the hotel, and I have 2 girls throwing it at me, and neither one of them speak English. And we didn't have Google Translate.
They were
then.
just down with the business.
They were just down with the big nigga energy. So thank God for fucking iPhones and new technology now, because I don't even know how I made it happen with them too. This was like 2004, but I was making it fucking sizzle. I was in the hot tub going in, so it is what it is. You find a way.
What song best describes your life?
What song best describes my life?
Is there one that sticks out? Or maybe a mantra that you like go by?
A song that's kind of difficult. I would say Nothing But a G Thing.
Hey.
I'm from LA, Los Angeles, born and raised in the gang culture. Not a gangster no more. I'm a hustler and an entrepreneur now. But I made it out of that life, and I had many nights, shootouts, drive-bys, lowriders, Impalas, ducking bullets and all types of shit. So Nothing But a G Thing, I would say, would definitely describe it all in a nutshell.
All right, we're going to go to the kinky questions now.
Okay.
Bondage, yes or no? Have you done it? Are you willing to explore it?
I've never done it.
So you've never handcuffed a girl, spanked her, nothing
I've spanked girls.
But whips and stuff, not just spanking with your hand, but a little bit more tantric style.
I've done the paddle, and I've done the leather.
So light bondage.
Light bondage. Okay.
Okay.
No tying up. No fucking.
Would you ever let anybody tie you up?
That's too much like slavery for me.
Other than if it was Alexis, Texas.
You could tie me up any fucking time you want. But any one of these bitches better have a bag for me.
Do you have any fetishes?
Yeah, I got a couple. I have I like having the fucking,
we want the truth here. I don't have my button, but I'm gonna say.
I got big balls, so I like when the fucking girl fucking massages them shits.
Okay, with her mouth or her hand, or just in general?
Mouth, hand, just no feet. Don't be trying to put your fucking feet on my dick.
Are you a foot phobia person?
Not phobia, but I don't have any fetish for the foot.
Oh.
But I will lick your toes if I got your legs over my head. I ain't gonna lie.
Certain numbers.
I will fuck them. I will fuck that little meat right between your fucking toe. I will get that much.
Not the toe meat. Toe meat.
That's that really good untouched meat. Not many people get in there.
I like that. What's the most number of times you've had sex in one day?
The most what?
Number of times you've had sex in one day.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. They caught me off in Cialis one day. I had about seven, 8 good rounds.
7 times. All right, I like that.
7, 8 good rounds. I ain't gonna lie. That was my best probably, but I was tired as shit afterwards.
Have you ever had a partner that was too kinky for you?
Yes.
What was something that you were like, bitch, nah?
I used to date this Colombian girl. She was a part of related to the Escobar family.
Okay.
She was rich, obviously. She would pull up $100,000 cars every time I'd see her. It would be a different $100,000 car, but because she was so crazy and just wild, she would crash the cars all the time. So she would always pull up on me, and it would just be drugs, fast driving, alcohol, drinking and driving, sex in the car.
It was too much for you.
Fucking end up wherever we fucking end up. And it would be so crazy sometimes because I'm a big man. I don't like having sex in cars, And
$100,000 cars, as much as that sounds nice, they're mostly small.
They're small.
They're not really big.
Right. But when you have a crazy bitch who's like, no, right now, give it to me now, I have to kind of fucking
You have to give it to her now.
I have to give it to her now and try not to break the $100,000 fucking seat on this car.
Why?
Whatever,
She broke it too.
I mean, it is what it is, We've been there. It was just that she was probably the most crazy though. These Colombians.
Colombians are crazy?
Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. I'm sure you've had your encounter with a few.
Oh, who knows? No. Have you ever been involved in an orgy?
Yes, one time.
How many people?
Like 4 or 5. All girls though, just me.
All right.
None of that. Multiple dicks in the fantasy shit.
No multiple dicks?
No multiple dicks.
All right, now we're going to move to the spicy questions.
Uh-oh.
We're all a little spicy, I feel like.
They've all
But you're
been
doing
spicy.
awesome. You've been doing awesome.
It's all good.
All right, top 5 porn stars.
Top 5 porn stars. You, I would say.
Don't be looking around for help. He's like, damn it, where?
You, probably.
We'll do 3,
Lisa,
top 3.
Sarah J, Miss Raquel,
Okay.
and fuck, I can't think of her name on top of my head.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Jada Fire.
Ooh, I love her. Have you ever had sex with a homie's sister?
Sister?
Sister.
No.
Ex-girlfriend?
Yes.
Mother?
No. Aunt, yes. I got the homie's aunt one time.
Okay.
And it was funny because after I got the homie's aunt, all the homies were calling me Theo. So it was funny. I had to but what do we want me to do? She was
What
hot.
do you want me to do?
Hey, Aunt
I
was
feel
hot.
like that's your answer for everything. But what do you want me to do?
I mean, look, you get in a lot of situations when you're a large man.
So have you had pity sex then?
What?
Pity sex. Like you didn't maybe want to fuck her, but you did it because you just had to throw her a bone.
I think so. I think I've had a couple of those.
Couple.
I don't really remember them, but yeah.
What's your liquor of choice?
Liquor of choice? Probably hen.
Hennessy? So, Hennessy, you forget a lot of things.
Get you right to it.
To the dark side of
The dragon comes right out.
forgetting.
Yeah, no. Hennessy definitely, if not, if I keep it light, I'm going to say the Patron or the tequila.
Craziest place, I know you said the $100,000 car, but what is the craziest place in public you've had sex?
Craziest place in public? I would say probably on a beach in Cancun.
Nice.
In the water, right where everyone can see.
Did you have a lot of sand everywhere for lots of times afterward?
Sand what? Afterwards?
I mean, when you have sex at the beach, you have sand everywhere. Like,
I didn't have sand everywhere. She might have because
were you standing up and fucking her in the
I was
ocean?
standing
Okay,
up,
then yeah, you were.
fucking from the back. Yeah, definitely.
You're like, of course, Alexis. That's the only way I fuck.
mean, I'm willing to bet she had a little sand though. It was a little rough for her, but
Cut or uncut?
What's that?
Cut or uncut?
Oh, cut for sure. Don't come around here with that fucking ugly shit. And I'm talking to all you dudes. All you dudes that think that shit's cute or decided to just leave it, go get that shit trimmed, my nigga.
He said
We don't want no fucking germy, nothing hanging out on the inside. Go trim that shit, nigga. I know that's how you feel. They don't want to tell you. They're trying to be nice. I'm going to say it for you. Go get that shit trimmed.
Uncut dick for anal is really good. It's like its own barrier. It's great.
I mean, I'm sure it has its benefits, but the look just...
like those things when you were a kid, those like squishy things? That's what it's like in anal. It just keeps going.
I never played with those.
You will now. Just kidding. You're going to think of me like...
I just want to shout out to Mom for making sure I was, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I was good before I even entered the world.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
You always got my back.
Who knew I would be here with Alexis, Texas, talking about trim dicks? Thank God I have one. I'm with the GOAT right now.
Hey, we're here at Exxxotica 2022. I am excited to be here on the Miami convention floor. I have got Zack Woods. Guys, I hope that you guys are loving this interview. We are live here. We've got one more set of questions. It's the naughty questions.
Uh-oh.
So, biggest turn off. What is something that is absolutely a no for you, like a turn off?
Stink pussy. I don't give
It's a good one.
I don't give a fuck what you're going through. Do not show up with no fucking
I don't care what you're going
rod, swamp fucking box. No. And I am one of them niggas that will let you know. You might want to go shower. Don't come around.
But what if showering doesn't fix the problem?
Well,
You're gonna be like, you might want to go home.
Yeah, well then you gotta go. You gotta go. Cause I'm two-stack Zack. If there's one thing I don't do, I don't keep my mouth closed for anything but stank puss.
Have you?
I'm gonna talk my shit.
So you're two-stack Zack. Have you stacked two booties?
I've stacked more than 2 booties.
Because that's like, you know, you put them on side, but it's like, you know.
No. When you got, I've done the pyramid.
You're big, Zach, but 3 more than 2. You can't be all the way up there. You got.
Look at these hands. I can handle a stack or 2.
I'm just saying, as far as the height to get to the 3rd.
I didn't put my name on the Leafs for no reason. I'm 2 stack Zach because I can handle the stack.
You heard? Okay, let's see. Have you ever joined the Mile High Club?
That I actually have not had the physical sex in the fucking air, but I did get some fucking head in the private jet one time.
I like that. All right, last question is, have you ever faked an orgasm? This is a real thing, guys.
I had to go live for this real quick. But the truth is...
Have you ever faked an orgasm? Texas wants to know.
Alexis, Texas wants to know if I've ever faked an orgasm, and the truth is, yes, I have. It's a very fucking sad thing to do.
So why'd you do it?
Very sad.
So why'd you do it?
Because sometimes, unfortunately, the girl's not doing what you need her to do.
Oh, so it's her fault.
Sometimes, yeah. if I'm in a position where I have to fake an orgasm, then that means it's you.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, wouldn't you just, like you said, you're the one who's gonna tell the bitch her pussy stinks. So why wouldn't you be like, you know what, baby girl, you're not doing it for me, and you just get up?
I mean,
because you're faking it anyway, so you're not gonna be pleased anyway. So you could just get up and leave.
Because that's a different conversation. When you tell her, when you look at.
But you allow someone, you're entering someone's holes in their body, but that's a weird conversation to be like, you're not going to make me come?
Weird. I said different.
Okay, so what's different about it?
Because they're going to get a little bit more emotionally hurt if you tell them that. You know?
Are you crying for them right now? Are they thug tears?
Yeah, it's warm in here. When you come
We're talking about hot stuff, spicy conversations. You get only the best on Patreon. No. Private Talk After Dark. Let's hear it.
So yeah, no,
So
definitely.
So what was it? What was the situation? Talk about it.
Okay, basically.
What was she not doing for you? 2 seconds.
I don't know. It was just like it wasn't hitting the way it should have, and I just felt like I needed to get up out of there.
So did you actually like how did you fake it? Can you tell us? Can you walk us through?
Luckily, I had her bent over, so I'm, and I'm like, it's just not, him. So I really just kind of took her body, and my body being that I'm big, and kind of just
gave her a bear hug.
Gave her a bear hug and a little bit of an earthquake. Just bear hugged her and
you did a fake shake. You did a fake shake.
Give her a little fucking shake weight.
There you go, guys.
And sometimes, so if that dude ever grips it and just starts shaking, make sure you double check the fluid.
The funny thing is because I was having a conversation with my male friends, and they told me that this exists. I didn't think men would do that, and then they're like, I bet you're questioning every time.
Let them know. Let these ladies know we fake orgasms out here. It happens.
Stop faking it. Real orgasms only.
You guys fake it. We can fake it too.
Real orgasms.
You guys fake it, right?
I mean, no. I'm a professional. I know what my body needs to come. If I gotta fake it,
but you faked it before.
Obviously before, but I mean, I did porn for multiple times. But I'm also coming at a more rapid, pace, and I'm being fucked harder than someone who's sometimes at home.
Hell yeah.
Tomato. But I love it. I'm glad that you've been truthful with Miss Texas. Thank you for playing truth with Texas.
I would never lie to Alexis, Texas.
You shouldn't. Don't lie to Miss Texas, because I've
spilled more seed over this woman than Michael J. Fox at a bird feeding. God damn it.
Oh,
it's crazy out here.
Oh, shit. Things are getting crazy at Miami Exxxotica. Please let us know where we can follow and support you so they can get whatever you have going on.
Okay, my Instagram page stays getting deleted, so right now I'm under the legend of Zack Woods. You can find me on Telegram at ZackWoods415. You can find me on Snapchat at ZackWoods554. And you can find me at ZackWoods.com for all your merchandise, all your Zack Woods tips, trays, leaves, whatever you need. Booty shorts, we got glow trays, we got it all. Log on, come spend some money. You get some free leaves with every order.
He's got it all. I have sampled not all of it, but a lot of it, and it's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on and showing us all your products, talking about all your creativity,
Thank you, boo. I
the
love
things
you.
that are coming on.
I appreciate you. I respect your hustle, and thanks for having a real one on the
Of course. All right, Private Talk After Dark. I hope you've enjoyed this episode with Zack Woods. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more episodes at Exxxotica Miami. Enjoy.